It wasn't pretty, but a win is a win. We didn't even need overtime for this one. In fact, that's 2 wins in a row, which means we're officially streaking. Here we go.
Yeah. Woohoo! This is stuff. We are in a snow week. Yeah, you can't get any better.
Hello, welcome to Hawks Recap. Don't you worry, I'm keeping my clothes on. This is a family-friendly show, strictly PG content here. The Hawks playing their 30th game of the season, the big 3-0, and they win tonight. They beat the Coyotes by a score of 3-1 and go 2 for 2 so far on this 3-game homestand. That deserves a cheers from me. Okay, well, now it might be PG-13 content. Sorry about that. Actually, nowadays, it still might be PG. I have no idea. Parents, correct me if I'm wrong. Back to the game. Crawford in net for the second straight game, so it looks like he is completely fine now after being on IR for a week. That is good news, and he played a heck of a game in this one. The Hawks coming out in the first period and playing the lesser team in the Coyotes, and they need to start fast. Well, it's a bit of a struggle in the first period and the second period, honestly. The Hawks having some real difficulties passing the puck, just the puck jumping all over them, not tape to tape. It passes into the skates. Really can't get a whole lot going, but thankfully the Coyotes really can't either. Very sloppy game early on. The Hawks would get a really nice opportunity in that first period, about midway through. Offensive zone pressure for the Hawks top line. Tays with the puck, throws it at net, goes offside stick, and finds DeBrincat right at the side of the net. Wide open net. He whacks at it, but somehow the puck just finds Wedgwood's pads instead of the net. You kind of wish DeBrincat would have just settled that puck down a little bit and then shot, but I understand why he shot it quick, trying to make sure that Wedgwood couldn't slide over in time. Hindsight's 20/20, but just a missed opportunity for the Hawks. Hawks also had a power play in that first frame, but we're not going to talk about it, as per tradition, because it was awful. So the Blackhawks and Coyotes go into the second period tied at 0, scoreless game. Like I said, neither team could really get all that much going. The Coyotes' forecheck was giving the Hawks some fits early on in this game, and the Hawks' lack of quality passing was not helping them either. So that's something they would try and correct in the second period, but honestly, it really didn't get a whole lot better for the Hawks. Just nothing was clean. It was a struggle out there. Duncan Keith would get called for tripping a little under 8 minutes into the second period. The PK unit would have to step up, and they would kill off this penalty. The Coyotes had a number of quality chances thanks to a couple failed clearing attempts, but Crawford would stand tall and help his PKers out and keep this a scoreless game. That was the only penalty the Hawks had to kill in this one. They had 2 power plays of their own, but we're not going to talk about those, like I said earlier. Only 3 penalties in this game. Kind of weird. Kind of refreshing, but not what we're used to seeing based on all the ticky-tack calls that we've seen this season, the kind of emphasis on some rules by the refs. But the refs kind of kept the whistles away from their mouths in this one. There was times, both teams, but definitely one where Hinostroza had a breakaway and he got mugged. There was instances like that where you kind of think, okay, that probably should have been a penalty, but the refs kind of just let him play. Let me know what you thought on that. Was it weird? Was it refreshing? Just let me know. I'm kind of torn. So the Hawks and Coyotes find themselves playing a pretty even game through the first 40 minutes. Well, pretty even sloppy game through the first 40 minutes. But after the Hawks had some struggles with the Buffalo Sabres in their last game, they're finding themselves struggling with another bottom tier team here, a team that they should beat if they want to be considered a playoff type of team. Scoreless game going into the third. They need to find a way to step up. Another golden opportunity would appear for the Hawks where Schmaltz would turn on the afterburners and beat his man on the outside, make a power move to the front, try to go 5-hole. Westwood would make the save, but Anisimov is right there trying to jam it home. He flicks it up and over Westwood's pad, but it goes just wide of the far post, and Anisimov looks to the sky. Oh, another great chance just gone by the wayside here. About 7.5 minutes into the third period, the fourth line would step up, a line I have loved all season long. Osterley takes the puck into the zone. Osterley in place of Cody Franzen in this game, who was out with an injury day to day. We'll see if he plays in the next one. But Osterley, I thought, had a pretty darn good game in this one. And this play here was another one. He gets the zone and then passes it to Hayden. Hayden would then pass it over to Wingels on the far side. Westwood sliding over, but Wingels shoots it and gets by Westwood into the back of the net. Westwood probably should have saved that one. Tried to be a little too cute with that save. But it doesn't matter. It's 1-0 lead for the Hawks in the third period. The Hawks would hang on to the 1-0 lead for quite a while, all thanks to Corey Crawford making some fantastic saves in net. I mean, there were some A-plus quality chances that he stoned cold. And then with about 6 minutes left in this game, the Coyotes would find a way to tie it up when their shot from the point goes wide, bounces to the other side. Goligoski would get it, throw the puck to the front of the net, and Duclair would tip it in. Ruda couldn't quite lift Duclair's stick in time, just a split second too late in that, and Duclair finds the puck past Crawford, and the game is tied at 1 goal apiece. Oh, we got another one that's probably going to go into overtime. Nope, about a minute later, Kane would take the puck into the zone. He would pass it over to Anisimov. Schmaltz driving the net hard. Anisimov would put a shot top shelf far side over the blocker of Westwood into the back of the net to restore the 1-goal lead. Breaks the goalless drought or scoreless drought of Kane and Anisimov. Yeah, that's the response we needed right there. We're not just relying on our fourth line in this game. We have a second line apparently too, and we're up 2-1. Then about 2 minutes after that, Patrick Kane with an absolutely gorgeous defensive play, back-checking, lifts the stick, steals the puck, and him and Schmaltz are off and racing on a 2-on-1. Kane with the puck right side, a nice little saucer pass over to Schmaltz, who one-times it into the back of the net past a sliding Westwood. The Hawks go up 3-1. Everybody on that second line with a point. And the Hawks would actually have a chance for an empty netter late in the game, but Taves, instead of scoring it himself, decides to be a little too cute and pass it over to DeBrincat to get him the empty net goal, but I think it fluttered on him, and he shot it high and wide. Doesn't matter. Hawks win 3-1. So the Hawks on a 3-game homestand, playing all 3 games against bottom-tier teams, and so far so good as they have won the first 2 games. They didn't even need overtime in this one. They've gotten 4 points out of a possible 4 points, and even though they looked pretty sloppy in the first 40 minutes, they found a way to pull it off. They came out strong in that third period, and they're playing a Florida Panthers team next. Like I said, another bottom-tier team, a team that they should beat, and a chance to go 3 for 3 on this homestand, a big turnaround from their 5-game losing streak. If they can reduce their sloppiness, I really like their chances. Thanks for watching this episode of Hawks Recap. I really hope you enjoyed it. I apologize profusely for the PG-13 content. You gotta celebrate the good times sometimes, though. Let me know your thoughts on the game and the team's performance down in the comments section below. Also, let me know your thoughts on the refs keeping the whistles away from their mouths. Like, share, subscribe, do those things if you so choose to. I appreciate it if you do. But most importantly, stay safe, make good decisions, and I'll see you next time.